Peace, love, and light. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are, and if this message resonates with you in any way, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me just start off by saying love is beautiful, love is absolutely wonderful. And this image right here, I feel like it says so much. Say some may see it as something else. They may attribute their own projections or opinions about what it is, and that's what art is supposed to do, right? Like you're meant to see what you're meant to see from it. I see something that reflects like images of love and what love actually looks like, and the energies that come or that are associated with love. I actually had some stuff that I wrote down before doing this, but for whatever reason, I'm just gonna flow with this. So I know that intuitively, I know this, that many of us are getting ready to be in authentic connections. Why? Because for one, it's time. Two, I feel like many of us have gone through the various, relationships, or, as I'd like to call them, lessons that we got to learn to allow us to be where we're at. So I feel like a lot of us are just number one, like we're just like over it. We're like, okay, universe, we're done with the lessons. Thank you. All right. And the universe is continually teaching us lessons. Yet I feel like instinctively that we're getting ready for authentic, real, like authentic connections. Hold on one second. Let me just get this notebook, because I feel like whatever I wrote down, there may be some things that that are important here for us to talk about. So authenticity, and many of us are looking for authentic connections, and we're going to get into authentic connections. And one of the things that came to mind for me in terms of doing this, well, how do you know it's authentic? How do you know it's authentic? And I think that one of the things that came to mind when I'm thinking about authenticity is this a reciprocal relationship? Because the term relationship means that's one of the things that I think that it means, is that it's reciprocal. You can relate to this person. It's almost like communication, right? When you're speaking with someone, and I like to say you're speaking with someone and you're not talking to someone, because there's a difference between speaking to someone and speaking with someone. And I think that relates to relationships. Many of us get into relationships where we're being spoken to or we're doing the speaking, yet we're not really having a conversation. Okay. And as soon as I said that, I know many of you already knew what that means. You get into a situationship, as some folks would like to call it. That's not a relationship, okay? Where it's like you're carrying this relationship. Okay, I'm gonna call it relationship because that's how you see it. It's like you're carrying this relationship. You're doing X, Y, and Z. You're doing all the things that you feel that the universe instinctively tells you that you get to do to bring success, and yet you don't see the same thing being reciprocated. That is equivalent to you doing the talking. Okay? And what happens when you do the talking? When you do the talking, you're talking to someone, you're not talking with someone. And what that means is that you're just saying things and you're putting all this energy out there. And you're putting a lot of your energy out there, all your energy out there, and you're not receiving what you are putting out there, or you're not receiving anything at all. And many would say that, well, are you supposed to do things expecting things in return? No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying that exactly what we're saying is that a lot of times, you put things out there in the universe, right? Not necessarily saying I'm doing it exactly to get something. Yet, if you know anything about the universe, the universe is reciprocal. It operates in balance, right? Yin yang, hot cold, man woman. We can keep going. Fire, water, earth. Okay, earth, wind. Okay, we can keep going. So, not to lose track of what we're saying, it is important to be in a relationship that's balanced. That's what reciprocity means. And reciprocity doesn't necessarily mean 50-50. Okay, and a lot of people, they're talking about getting into relationships that are 50-50. A relationship will never be 50-50. All right? A relationship will never be 50-50 because each person, each energy brings something different that the other energy doesn't. So it's not 50-50. Okay? Yet it's still balanced out for whatever reason. All right? It still balances out. All right. You may have someone that provides more of the protective energy in the connection. You have someone that brings more of the nurturing energy in the connection. They're not bringing the same amount of anything. They're bringing something different, yet they're bringing something. Okay. So I think one of the important things about what it means to be in an authentic connection is that there is reciprocity, that each person represents themselves to the fullest. You represent yourself to the fullest, and keep in mind that there are people, their fullest really means that they're not quite there yet. Okay, if their cup is empty, there's not much that they can give you. Yet it's important that everyone is authentic about even that I'm not quite where I gotta be or I get to be, yet I'm here. And when the person has the opportunity to reciprocate in a way that is familiar to them, they get to do that. Another thing I think is important in seeing authentic connections is that I think that in authentic connections, the person's action will speak for themselves. Okay, their actions will speak for themselves. Like a lot of the guesswork is going to be taken out, and I feel like many may have dealt with situations where they had to guess whether or not this person feels this way or they're about this. Like, it's authentic when you don't have to guess so much about what's happening, where this is going. Like the person's action will speak for themselves, right? Their actions will take the guesswork out of it. Their actions will speak for themselves, and many of us know what love looks like instinctively. We've seen it, okay? Whether or not we've experienced it personally, we've seen various aspects of love. And so, for those of us who are getting ready for these authentic connections, and I call them authentic because that's the word that came to mind, okay? You can think natural, you can think real. And I do think that love is real. It exists. We've seen this. It is one of the most powerful energies that exists in the cosmos. It's the basis for so many things happening. Yeah, I feel like love is the basis for courage. Okay, like I feel like many of us, to have courage is to love. Like you have to be able to love something enough to have the courage, to give or to receive at times as well. Okay, and so just going back to this image here, and I know this is kind of jumping around. These are just my thoughts. This image speaks a lot, about the reciprocal energy of connections and, what we are getting to receive. So get ready as you are going to embark on a new journey. This is new for you. This is what the universe wants, is for you to experience love to its fullest. This is the message. If this message resonates, like, comment, share, and